I'm gonna start off this recording session by saying I have a Patreon now.
Oh shit.
There's a link in the description. You could go give me. There's three tiers. There's a $3 tier, there's a $6 tier, and a $15 tier, and they all give you special stuff. Go check that out.
Do it.
Link in the description. Anyway, I never noticed this fire extinguisher.
Well, since
on
the
wall.
building inspector has only one eye and no depth perception, the hotel manager painted fire extinguishers in all the apartments. It saved him a bundle.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's just a 2D texture on the wall. Alright. What's this? Ah, the electronic store credit card. Let's use it.
Well, that's not gonna work.
You
What?
sure?
This electronic shop outlet has just moved into the neighborhood. I've heard that the manager's name is Ham Underwood. Everyone knows they sell overpriced junk, but it is conveniently located.
Ham Underwood.
There a pun there?
No.
It sounds like a name that should have a pun in it. It's just
I
God.
believe you have my stapler.
I believe you have painted on hair.
I'd really like my stapler back.
Hi there, how can I help you?
Neighborly
I
introduction.
just came by to welcome you to the neighborhood. My name's Tex.
Pleased to meet you. My name's Underwood. So, what can I do for you?
Do you have
Twisted
fax
humor.
machines?
Sure do. In fact, there's one older model in the blue light special box.
I tried not to stare, but it threw me off when I saw how cross-eyed Ham Underwood is. I'll have to keep in mind that anything he says is on the left is probably on the right.
Well, it's pretty obvious where it is.
The fax machine's
Okay,
so outdated,
so
doesn't even
he's
have a brand name.
cross-eyed,
And it's better than nothing.
but
Uh-huh.
like cross-eyed people still know what left and right is.
I can't get that while the force field is up.
It's a force field?
Damn. Lurging for the or is it a metaphorical force field? 'Cause it just looks like glass.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Alright, I got a fax machine.
This is
Hmm?
such a like early 90s version of the future.
They still use fax machines.
Do you have a fax?
As soon as I hook up the new fax machine, a fax prints out. Finally.
You
this
have
is
a
real
fax.
case, the kind you get paid for.
Turns out it's just an ad. Been recommended to me as someone capable of handling delicate matters with both competence and discretion. I am prepared to pay you handsomely in exchange for your services. I would prefer to give you details in person. I do not wish to seem impertinent, but time is of the essence. Please meet me at my residence as soon as possible. Okay. Let's go. Very carefully. I have to move the mouse so slowly to avoid zipping all over the place.
I'd really like to see a speed run of this.
Countess Rainier. That name smacks of money. Hopefully she doesn't want to hire me to find her lost poodle. As I land my speeder, I see my dream house, only bigger. The butler is a tall, thin man about 70. He tells me the Countess is expecting me and shows me into a large, lavishly furnished drawing room.
And the
70-year-old
Countess
butler.
Rainier. Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
It's the future. That's probably
You know,
middle
I
age.
pictured you being, well, older and heavier.
No one
Wow.
is old, Mr. Murphy.
Fuck.
Now, shall we discuss our business while we're still young?
Really knows how to
Oh, by all means. Pardon my
make a
interruption.
first impression.
Your services have been
On our
recommended
client.
to me by a trusted friend who prefers to remain anonymous. Suffice it to say that your unique abilities are what I need right now.
Which of my unique abilities are you referring to?
I'm sure you have many unique abilities. The one I would hire you for is your talent of locating people and things. I've been told this talent has made you some friends and many enemies.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Countess, but wasn't it Roy Rogers who once said, "You can't please all the people all the time"?
Save your homespun humor
What
for
is
a
that?
more gullible woman. What I'm asking
do
you
with
to do may make you very unpopular with some people.
Exactly how unpopular are we talking here?
Let me give you some background information, then you can decide for yourself. Some time ago, a family heirloom was stolen from this bungalow. I do keep most of my valuables on my estate in Europe, but on this visit, I brought the piece to show a friend. Within hours of my arrival, I found it stolen, and I have made extensive inquiries trying to retrieve it, but I found out nothing.
Well, I'm sure you have more resources, talking about cash, than I do. You should be able to buy all the information you need. What makes you think that I can help you?
Oh, I don't. I remembered what my friend had told me about you after I had exhausted every other option.
You know, referring to me as your last option could automatically double my fee.
I already planned on paying you much more than your usual fee. I'm a wealthy young woman, Mr. Murphy. To give you an idea, the stolen artifact alone is worth more money than you could earn in 10 lifetimes.
Oh, we'll see about that when I win the clearinghouse sweepstakes.
How quaint. Let's not waste any more time. I need some work done, and I'll pay you well for it.
Well, in my experience, getting paid well is a relative term.
Your obsession with money is appalling.
Oh, I have any number of appalling traits, but
Wow.
I am a good PI.
Well, if you prove to be as good as you think you are, I'll pay you a $30,000 finder's fee.
Well, let me think about it. Okay, I'll do it. In fact, I'll even mow your lawn at no charge.
Try to control yourself, Mr. Murphy. I'll expect you to focus all of your energies on this job, and the methods you use to retrieve the artifact are of no interest to me. But as more time elapses, the less likely it is that the item will be found, and for that reason, I must require you to find it and to return it to me within 1 week. And after that, there will be no finder's fee available to you.
What?
Did you pay time and a half after 40 hours? That's a joke.
I have stated my conditions. As to the artifact itself, it is a beautiful statuette made of
Okay.
crystal and shaped in the form of a bird. It has been in my family for countless generations, and as I said, it is extremely valuable. There are many collectors who would stop at nothing to own it. Whoever stole the statuette would undoubtedly have gone to the black market and offered it to the highest bidder.
I think I saw that statuette you're talking about. Someone was selling it on the Home Shopping Network. Boy, I had no idea it was so expensive.
You make jokes, but you cannot possibly know how rare and valuable the statuette is. And now that you have all the necessary information, we'll end this charming visit. Don't bother contacting me until you have the statuette in your possession. And If you are successful in your search, it could change my opinion of you considerably. My valet will give you a retainer of $1,000 on your way out. Goodbye, Mr. Murphy.
I didn't tell the Countess, but I would have done damn near anything for $30,000. Now I've got to find a link to the black market. How hard can it be?
Okay, what the fuck? Um, if he finds it after a week, there's no finder's fee for it.
So he might as well just sell it himself.
Yeah.
Also, $30,000.
Yeah.
That's wow, the dollar has really deflated in value.
So that's $60,000 in today's money.
Well, we know that Chelsea has black market connection. So let's talk to her.
Hey, I heard you took care of Rook. Pretty impressive.
Modest and unemployed.
But I am employed. I've got a job now.
Let me show you my investigative abilities. Then you'll be really impressed.
Oh, I'm sure I would, but I just don't date my customers, especially ones with no money.
I've got money now.
I have talents that money can't buy, and some that I charge for.
Oh, how intriguing. So, is there something you came to ask me about? Apparently, it's a real hot item. The top commodities dealer in the city is named Franco Franco. He probably either has the statuette or knows who has it.
Who's that?
I don't know how you're going to find him, but if you do, be careful.
What do you know about Cam Underwood?
He's only been here a few weeks, and I don't know much about him.
I like saying his name like it's 3 words.
If I had a compound last name, I'd insist everybody pronounce it as 2 words.
I just realized this says fountain lunch.
Huh.
Like a
As
fountain,
in, like
fountain drinks, except for lunch.
is it like a nutrient paste?
Coming out of a soda dispenser.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go to see Mac Malden and see if he knows.
Hey, Murphy, guess what? We got the guy who robbed those pawn shops. Turned himself in. Can you believe it? Kept babbling something about a clown coming back from the dead to haunt him.
Well, I'm sure you would have caught him anyway. Knowing that you were on his trail probably drove him over the edge.
That butt kissing of yours must be a hard habit to break, eh, Murphy? You must want something. What?
I can finally ask him about stuff. I haven't been able to.
He's a big-time crook. Deals with stolen and illegally imported merchandise, especially jade. He was a wacko who had a kid show on TV years ago. He quit the TV biz and opened a novelty shop somewhere in the mutant section. Word is, he got involved with the illegal novelty trade and got himself killed.
Illegal
He
novelties?
disappeared months ago.
What constitutes illegal novelties? Are they full of drugs?
They're novelty drugs.
Meek's a real valuable contact on the street, but he doesn't come cheap.
Really? Because all I did was give him a free voucher for plastic surgery. That's pretty cheap. Oh, let's go talk to Rook.
What else can I help you with, Murphy?
You know anything about Franco
Big-time
Franco?
crook. Deals with a lot of smuggled artifacts and the like. He's pretty well connected with the mob and black market here in San Francisco. You know, I subscribe to a trade paper called Jewelry Weekly. In the last issue, it seems to me I saw an advertisement by someone named Franco, who was looking to buy jade. There wasn't anything of interest in the trade paper, so I threw it out. It's probably still in the trash can out back.
Oh, okay. I'm just getting lucky here. I don't actually
Yeah.
know what to do. I'm just going to people and it turns out to be working. Examine. Cool, we got an address. Let's go.
Well, that was easy. Advertise yourself as a black market dealer in a trade magazine.
Yeah. Why not?
That's what the black market means.
Yeah.
Being a movie buff, I've heard of the Alhambra Theater, though I heard it was closed down years ago. Sure enough, it's boarded up, but one of the back doors is unlocked. As soon as I step inside, 2 lugs the size of refrigerators grab me. I tell them that I have something for Mr. Franco, and one of them walks off. He comes back a minute later and escorts me into the main theater. A Buster Keaton flick is playing. The place is empty except for a man sitting by himself near the front of the theater.
Welcome, Mr. Murphy.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Franco. Tell me, do you do most of your business in dark theaters?
How and where I do my business is not your concern, Mr. Private Eye. As I'm sure you know, I'm strictly a legitimate businessman.
Express considerable
Yeah,
doubt.
and I'm Miss America.
You must have done awfully well in the talent competition.
I have an amazing baton twirling routine, but let's not get into each other's little secrets, huh?
I'm glad to hear you say that. People who pry into my dealings have a way of ending up at the bottom of the bay.
Spineless conformity.
Like
Believe
really?
me, I've never met you. In fact, I've never even heard of you.
Excellent. Now for our transaction. You have the item?
I like that he just keeps like switching between different idle poses.
Yeah.
No animation, just
You
flat
had to
sprites.
fit. You had to fit all this video on a CD. Or 94. Would that be a floppy disk?
Yeah, it was probably floppy disks. Probably several floppy disks.
A lovely specimen. It will make a fine addition to my collection.
This will make a fine
Now,
addition
I
to
will
my
answer
collection.
One question, to the best of my knowledge.
What can you tell me about the Countess Renier?
Only this. I never heard of her. There. Now I fulfill my part of the bargain. Don't contact me again. Unless, of course, you find another fine piece of jade. You know the way out.
I know.
F.
I blew my chance to get a
Oops.
lead from Franco by not asking the right question. Clearly a violation.
Alright.
He went to like the death screen from that.
Yeah.
Hey, how do you know my name?
I have my ways. I've been told you're a private eye. As I'm sure you know, I'm strictly a legitimate businessman.
I wonder if they just kind of like grabbed people off the street for some of these roles.
I've definitely seen there was a character that had only been in this game,
Yeah,
or an actor that had only been in this game.
because like specifically this guy feels like this is the first time he's ever acted before in his life.
Well, you continue, and I will look that up.
Yeah, of course you are. But I'm not interested in your business dealings. I'm interested in some information you can give me.
Willie Walker.
I'm glad to hear you say that. People who
Actor,
pry into
one
my
credit.
dealings ended up at the bottom of the bay.
Yeah.
That sounds so odd. I wonder how they got there.
Use your imagination, if you have one. Now for our transaction.
If you have
the
one.
item? Ah, a lovely specimen. It will make a fine addition to my collection. Now, I will answer one question to the best of my knowledge.
The prop that he takes is like obviously just made of clear plastic.
Jade isn't clear, I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I know. It's
Would-
actually quite opaque.
Wow.
There's a
Artifact.
statuette in the shape of a bird that recently came onto the market. You know who has it?
I know the statuette you're referring to. There were several bidders for it. But I believe it ended up in the hands of Eddie Ching. I can say no more about it.
Eddie
Now I
Ching.
fulfill my part of the bargain.
Oh
Don't
boy.
contact me again.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you find another fine piece of jade. You know the way out.
Eddie Ching. I can't wait to see this very well handled Asian character in the 90s.
What's going on, Tex?
I will say, the Native American guy, was a big activist. So we'll see.
Look, I don't discuss that name, and neither should you, if you want to keep breathing.
Oh. Okay. Maybe Mac will know.
Back again, eh, Murphy? What can I help you with? Ching's a dangerous customer. He's responsible for half the crime in the city. Pretty sure he owns the police commissioner. We've been told to lay off him.
Okay, that doesn't really help. Talk to
What
Rook.
now, Murphy?
Interesting.
Ching is a big man around here, with eyes and ears everywhere. If you go around asking questions about Eddie Ching, you'll find yourself sleeping with a fish real soon.
Too bad you don't like fresh brains, mate. Hot off the grill.
Yummy.
Chilled monkey brains. Remember that part of Indiana Jones?
The incredibly racist part?
Yeah.
I do.
I've heard
in
his
fact.
name, but I don't know anything about him.
You mean the incredibly racist part? Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Yeah, that's fair.
Hiya, Murphy. Well, you see my new nose. I'm so excited. I'm gonna look and feel like a new man.
Well, that's swell, Beak. Hope you're feeling grateful enough to answer some more questions.
Yeah, sure. Anything.
Did it change at all?
No, he hasn't gotten it yet.
You didn't hear me say this.
Oh.
But Eddie Ching owns this whole section of the city.
God, nobody's actually giving me any information I can use.
I've heard his name in connection with some smuggling and illegal importing. I don't know anymore.
Oh.
That's a fucking fuck.
You gotta
That
go.
sucks.
You gotta go back and get another fax.
That sucks ass.
You have a
Yeah.
fax. You have a fax.
Even though there's no reason why you would go back here. Like everyone else in the city, I know very little about Ching, but I've been told that he lives in a luxurious, high-security apartment building called the Knickerbocker. A number of powerful underworld figures live there. Why would they all live in the same apartment?
I mean, maybe they're all. You know, I'm not gonna try to look for logic. I was gonna say maybe they all look are like in the same crime family, and one of them just happens to own it, or it's.
I guess I have to ask about the Knickerbocker so I can get the address.
Talk to me, handsome.
So I'm pretty sure that the reason that you can't see her feet is that her mutation has something to do with her feet. Like maybe her feet are like fused together into one foot.
It
I don't
also
know.
looks like she's slightly melded with the front.
I think that's just the green screen.
No, that's the mutation. She's
Yeah. She's
half woman, half newsstand.
That's why she never leaves.
Yeah.
Wish I could help you there, Tex.
It's really a sad story because she didn't want to be a news agent.
Yeah.
Judas, Murphy, can't you find something else to do besides bothering me?
No. I need to ask you about more things.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, goodbye.
Probably copper.
Yeah, the cop probably knows.
What now, Seamus?
Seamus?
I don't... What does that mean?
Is
That
that
place is home to
like
more
an
major crime
inside
figures than
joke?
any other place on the planet. Eddie Ching lives
Like
there
a
on the entire
reference
top
to a
floor.
previous game?
I have no clue. Oh! I didn't actually get the address, but now I know where it is for some reason. Let's go to library.
Looks like no one's home. This is gonna be easier than falling off a horse. This window doesn't want to open up. Maybe if I...
Whoa!
Did I die? Okay.
What?
When I stop bouncing off the awning 2 floors below Ching's place, I realize it'll take more than sheer strength to get into the apartment. Luckily, I noticed something that might help as I bounced by. A sticker on Ching's window said, "Security system installed by Underwood Incorporated."
Alright, let's meet Ham Underwood for the second time.
Back again, huh? What can I do for you?
I'm doing some PI work, and I think you could give me some information.
I've got nothing to say. I keep my nose clean, and I work in a confidential business. I'm sure you can understand.
Yeah? I'm in the confidential business too. Say, why don't we swap trade secrets?
Apparently, you have some trouble hearing. Don't bother stopping by again.
Well, at least it doesn't kick me out to the street.
Ham doesn't want to talk, but I need some details on the security system at the Knickerbocker. I tell him that Enrique, my pet goldfish, died this morning and that I'm talking crazy. He tells me not to worry about it, then tries his sales pitch on me again. I understand that you and I are in the same line of moonlighting work.
Really? You do security systems too?
Well, not really. I'm actually a PI, but a security PI.
I've got nothing to say. I keep my nose clean, and I work in a confidential business. I'm sure you can understand.
Threaten with bodily harm.
Do it. Do it.
Understand this, bucko. Either you talk to me or you'll be brushing your teeth in a little cup by your bed.
Look, wise guy, I've got some powerful friends. If you walk out of here right now, I'll pretend you never came in.
Ham still won't talk. So I tell him I have a mental disorder that makes me ask too many questions and that I forgot to take my medication. He seems skeptical, so I'll have to talk fast.
Okay.
I understand that you and I are in the same line of...
Really?
Blatant lie.
You bet. I've installed hundreds of them.
No kidding. Where have you installed security systems?
Falsehood number 1, falsehood number 2, or falsehood number 3.
3.
Hold on.
Okay, that's a good idea.
The University of San Francisco's Mutant Lounge. The mayor's private squash court. Well, just the High Fidelity Bank and Trust Company.
Mister,
Yeah.
you are a liar.
Stall.
Well, sometimes. Here, let me see if I can find one of my business cards.
Don't worry about it. I always misplace my business cards too. What types of security systems have you worked with?
Law and Order
A few years
building.
ago, I handled the motion sensor alarm at the Law and Order party.
I've heard that's a neat system. But it's nothing compared to the one I just put in.
Oh, there we go.
Light skepticism.
Well, sorry, but I'm not easily impressed. Just ask my ex-wife.
Well, this security system would impress you. I'd tell you about it, but it's top secret stuff. Maybe in a couple of years.
This is
I apologize
the most
to Ham for prying.
obnoxious dialogue tree.
Let's see. The last job,
I've heard that's a neat system.
I'll have you know that I've beaten every security system ever made.
Well, after I installed this system, I tried to beat it, but I couldn't. First, the only possible way to enter the building would be to land on the roof and rappel down. Then, you'd have to cut through the LCD alarm glass. Well, that's not too hard. In fact, I sell a laser blade here that would do it. But Once you're inside, every room is flooded with a net of heat and motion sensing beams that could turn an elephant into a brick of carbon. Believe me, it's burglar proof. Listen, this system is top secret, so let's just keep this between us.
Okay, where's the laser cutter?
What?
What is this, a humongous game?
The blue
Yeah,
light
man,
special box.
What
Look
is
back
the-
at the.
Wait, is that it? No, it's right there.
Holy shit!
Apparently, the
What?
electronics.
Why the fuck would they do that?
It's on the fucking side.
Why the fuck would they do that?
I don't know.
Alley Cat Blues.